Hi, welcome to Babs Chats. I'm Babs. I'm ready to chat today about Loki. Very, very excited about this particular TV series because he is absolutely my favorite character out of the Marvel movies, maybe aside from Scarlet Witch. He's just so funny and he's charismatic, even though often he is the villainous character. So this particular TV show predates him having any kind of character arc, really. They capture him, he steals the Tesseract, and he's able to get away. And I just don't really know too much about this particular TV show aside from that. But I know Owen Wilson's in there, and so I'm just ready to get right into it because I know it's going to be funny and charming, and I just have a lot of high expectations. I hope that it's good. All right, here we go. I'm super stoked. Cannot wait. Here it is.
I am Loki of Asgard, and I am burdened with glorious purpose.
Okay, I will say I'm not a big fan of like the green screen that I'm seeing so far. It's a little bit noticeable, but it's okay.
On behalf of the Time Variance Authority, I hereby arrest you for crimes against the sacred timeline. Hands up. You're coming with us.
Now get out of my way.
What the heck did she hit him with?
You're now moving at 1/16 speed.
Okay, see, I just thought she hit him with the baton. She actually hit him with like something that slows him down. That's nifty. Just resets time. See, when you see a cute and cuddly little face and like a machine, you should be scared. Like, I'm not gonna trust you.
Absolutely not. This is fine Asgardian leather.
You done it now.
What if I was a robot and I didn't know it?
The machine would melt you from the inside out. Please move on, sir.
I love the quirky humor.
Robot, so I'll be fine. Take a ticket.
What is this, a deli?
I love like the way they filmed this particular parts. It almost feels like it's like the early 1980s, maybe late 1970s. There kind of has this like haze to it, which is really nice. I love the yellow. I don't know, it feels dated, like they have been there for a very, very long time. So I'm really feeling the look of how these scenes are shot. My question is, I thought he had magic without like his staff and stuff. Like I've seen him do magic without it. But you know, he's wearing that collar.
This is a mistake. I shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Hi there. You're probably saying, this is a mistake. I shouldn't even be here.
Now the timekeepers protect and preserve the proper flow.
So is that how they looked like in the comic book? See, I never read any of the comic books from Marvel really as a kid. I was more of a DC girl. So I'm wondering if that's how they actually look like in the comic books. I have to look that up.
It's him.
I'm wondering if he's going to talk like Owen Wilson. You know what I mean? That like, oh, I can't even do it. But, or if he's going to have more of like, I mean, he's a great actor. I love him. But he does tend to talk kind of the same way in all of his movies for the most part. So it'd be interesting if maybe he doesn't talk with that Owen Wilson vibe.
Yeah, Saplings look consistent with the others.
So I'm really liking this imagery right now that we're seeing on screen. These lights coming down, it's so angelic and it's like bright and you feel warm, like you can trust whatever's gonna happen. But then the stained glass window itself is what looks like the picture of a devil or some kind of demon with like fire at the bottom. You know, it almost makes me feel like we're supposed to trust Owen Wilson, but don't.
Tu sais qui a fait ça?
Okay, so it's some kind of evil presence that did it.
Guilty of a crime against the sacred timeline. Absolutely not. You have the wrong person.
Oh, really? And who should we have?
I suspect the Avengers.
He would have never got away if it wasn't for the fact that they came back in time. So, on a technicality, he is not guilty.
Anything goes sideways, it's on you.
Okay. I feel like I'm always looking up to you. I like it. It's appropriate.
See, when he makes jokes like that, that's very Owen Wilson.
Home sweet home.
I thought there was no magic here.
There isn't.
Like this screen of this, I'm assuming city, just looks like a bad paint job.
How long have you been here?
I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, time passes differently here in the TVA.
I'm curious though. Time works differently there, which means it's not part of like that realm. It's in its own thing. And you know, all Marvel movies that kind of coincide and connect together. I'm wondering if they're like in the quantum realm.
You know what I am? A murderer? A liberator. Of eyeballs, maybe. Look at that smile. You.
I had forgotten how many bad things he actually did.
Absolutely. Is there anything else I can do for you, sir?
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
I was just standing up to make a point.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
My vote is meaningful now.
Okay, well, stay seated.
I love those little moments of like banter back and forth. You know, like they're quick, but they're funny. And I like this scene. I do think it's a little bit drawn out. I think they could have cut maybe some of the back and forth. But overall, I'm really enjoying the scene.
You might want to take the stairs to the left.
But instead, you send them.
Oh, never.
Oh, I like this moment a lot. Like, it's such a serious moment. Because even whenever he's serious in other movies, it's usually like out of anger and just being bad. But like this whole moment, he's just realizing how his actions caused his mother's death. And just like, the anguish in his eyes. Yeah, this is nice.
You weren't born to be king, Loki. You were born to cause pain and suffering and death.
How just tragic and rude is that? He's literally telling Loki the only reason he exists is to be bad, to cause anguish. Like, that sucks, you know, to hear those words like that. You don't exist to bring good and to bring beautiful things to the world, which I disagree. I think that Loki, don't get me wrong, I kind of forgot all the bad things. I mean, he's done so many bad things. But it just kind of shows you, like, he definitely is not the same Loki that he was. And even in this moment right here, seeing that he causes his mother's death, I mean, you can already see a change in this version of Loki, even though all those other things haven't even happened. Oof.
What are you doing?
I feel like
Good job.
he just took that little time shifter thing because he put something in his pocket. You don't want to get close to Loki. You don't want to do it. I mean, this man is a god of mischief.
What?
In
Infinity Stones?
What the heck? What are the Infinity Stones? There's like, what are they doing in the, literally the junk drawer. You know the drawer you have in your kitchen that is never ending? Yeah, that is what this drawer is. What? I'm confused. I seriously want to cry seeing him cry.
I love you, my sons. Remember this, please.
That literally made me want to cry, knowing, I'm glad they didn't show it again because that just makes me sad, but like that intensity in his face. I mean, can you imagine? Like, I seriously want to cry right now. Can you imagine like witnessing your own death? Like, how surreal that must be. Mm. And that was it. Oh, that was nice. You know, like literally it's his life flashing before him. And they use film. And it's over and it's done. And there's that sound. And you know that it's done. Oh, he's so clever. I'm glad he didn't kill her, though.
I don't enjoy hurting people. I don't enjoy it.
See, to me, I always felt like Loki did all these bad things because at the end of the day, he wanted his dad to love him. And not necessarily more than Thor, just love him the same. And he felt so just, look at me, the bigger I do this, the more I do this, if I take over the world or the universe, you'll be proud of me. You know, and it snowballed from there. I think at his core, you know, he just wants to be loved. He never felt loved growing up, which is no excuse for his behavior. I mean, he was a bad dude.
Why me?
The area we're hunting is you.
I beg your
What?
pardon?
Final thoughts. I rate it between 1 and 10, like an 8.5 for me in this first episode. There's some good stuff I cannot wait to see more of, like more Loki. The fact that he is the villain of the story, I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to be like a completely different villain. So that's kind of cool that he's going to be the bad guy, but like in a different way, I imagine. Maybe more serious. I don't know. So that's kind of cool. I love the dynamic between Owen Wilson and Loki. I think there's a lot of beautiful back and forth banter. You know, Owen, he's a funny guy, and so he knows when to be funny, when to pull it back. Same thing with Tom Hiddleston. Just go for it and then pull it back and having those like nice, serious moments. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you like what you saw, please subscribe. And thank you for chatting with me. Peace out.